Welcome to the Pulse with Peter B. I'm your host, Peter Biancamano. Let's get you to the pulse on everything you need to know. And today's show is sponsored by Rumble Boxing. Go visit our friends at 1202 Shipyard Lane and rumble at your own pace. And it's also sponsored by New Jersey Appleseed, giving people a voice while getting others to listen. And a person who's tired of listening to me is the person to my right. And why not? Because she's got a race to direct and she is making her Pulse premiere, and that is our good friend of the 5K for pizza race, Nicole Seredich. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So Nicole, talk to me about your background. How long you've been in Hoboken and so on and so forth.
I'm actually been living in Hoboken for over 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, so
a veteran.
It's been a while. And then I got involved in event coordinating actually in 2018 with Hoboken Happy Hours.
Right, which is our good friend Adam, who's been on the show multiple times before. Yes. So Adam and Hoboken Happy Hours does do many events in town, correct?
Yes, definitely. Like the Pizza Fest, actually, which is kind of, you know, our sister event. And then the Mac and Cheese Fest. There's also the Back to Hoboken Bar Crawl. They do a bunch.
And that's Adam Smith, by the way.
Yes.
Don't worry, Adam, I didn't mess up or forget your last name. So in terms of the pizza, the 5K for pizza, not because you said Pizza Fest now, it's in my head. The 5K for pizza run.
Yes.
How long have you been involved with that?
So this is going on my second year.
Perfect, and you're the race director for the second year.
The race director.
Very, very cool. And just tell the audience, if one wants to run in this race, it is for charitable cause?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course. So our charity for this year is the Hoboken Family Alliance, so local charity.
Very cool.
We're really excited. Portion of our proceeds go directly to them. So we're excited that we get to, you know, support, again, a local nonprofit organization while also having some fun.
That's, right? I mean, it's all about having fun.
Yeah.
And the people at the Family Alliance are just terrific people.
Yeah.
Run by Teresa Howard. It's been a long time, Hobokenite. Yeah, she's wonderful. She really is. So I'm glad to hear that it's going to a very, very good cause. So why should people participate in a race?
Our race specifically?
So your race, of course.
Well, I would say that our race is very unique. I mean, how many 5Ks end with eating a couple slices of your favorite pizza?
Mm-hmm.
So not only that it is a little bit unique, but we're being sponsored by Crunch Hoboken as well. They're our presenting sponsor, so they're going to be there leading warm-ups. They'll have a table for everybody to check out. They're also giving our participants a special membership offer, which if you sign up, you'll learn more about that. But yeah, so that's a little bit about the race.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So the race is Saturday, September the 20th, I believe, correct? If I want to run into a race, because you talk about a 5K for pizza, you know, they're obviously going to get some pizza at the end of it, correct?
Yes.
So what should one expect running into the race?
Of course. So I'll actually take you from the start.
Of course.
So when participants arrive, you'll go through registration, make sure you're checked in, you have your race bib. Then our sponsor, Crunch, will lead a pre-race warm-up. And then after that, you know, the race will take off. You can run or walk the race. It's family friendly, age friendly. And then once you cross the finish line, you will go into our pizza party festival, which is where you will receive your pizza slices. Every participant receives 2 slices. And then we'll also have a ton of other sponsors available, giving out free products, samples. We'll have a DJ. We'll be doing some line dances. So it's a good time.
It sounds like a good time. I mean, come on now. And the weather is just pristine on September 20th, correct?
I mean, I hope you didn't just jinx it.
I know. Yikes. I said it was going to be pristine today. And by the way, Nicole, you do run the race at Pier A, correct? You run along the waterfront.
Yes.
Probably we're close to where we're sitting today.
Actually, yeah. So you'll start at Pier A, and then you'll actually come up towards Maxwell Park. You'll turn around towards 14th, and you'll head back down and conclude at Pier A again.
So now I have no excuse because I live right here, right? I mean, it's amazing. This is like our home base. Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, how many participants do you normally expect every year?
It definitely ranges. This year we are expecting to max out and sell out, actually.
Wow.
So we are approaching that number. We're expecting around like 950 runners.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious, that's a lot of
Yeah.
people. So, any deadlines or information people should know about
Yeah.
before heading into the race?
Yeah, of course. Well, since we are tracking to sell out, I would definitely recommend registering earlier than later. Once we hit our cap number, unfortunately, registration will be closed. But if for some reason that doesn't happen before, registration will close on September 19th at 11:59 p.m. So
Okay.
just make sure you register there. There won't be any on-site registration though.
And that's very, very important
It
to know
is.
because
It
I'm
is.
sure people just want to show up and
Yeah.
they can't run, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
more importantly, can't have the pizza.
Correct.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's also important that we talk about some of the pizzerias
Of
who are
course.
sponsoring because I believe these are all
Yeah.
donations
Yes,
to,
yes.
from these local establishments.
Yes, we work with a ton of different local pizzerias on different capacities, and we do have a couple amazing pizzerias giving us, donated pizzas. And Napoli's is one of our favorites, along with Benny Tadino's, and oh gosh.
That's okay.
That's it. I think that's
that's
it.
just the two of them.
Yeah.
Or you know what? To make it easier for you, Nicole, because we have the magic of television here,
Yes.
we will put it up on your screen what other pizzerias they are that are sponsored. But of course, we love Napoli's, we love Benny Tadino's,
Yes, yes.
and so on and so forth. And Nicole, we do have a little bit of time here, so I kind of want to discuss how you got involved. I mean, you lived in town for over 10 years. I mean, you're young, you're way younger than me. I mean, the folks at home are complaining
What are
about
you
my
talking
beard.
about?
Exactly. But you've been involved and became the race director for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to give back to your community?
Well, the reason why I love this specific event is because not only are we have a charity partner, but we're also supporting and getting local business owners like the pizzerias exposure to new clientele. We have a lot of people, a lot of our home base is people who reside in Hoboken, but others come from surrounding areas.
Right.
So, if they really love a slice of Napoli's, they might come back and go to Napoli's. So
Absolutely.
we really love to pay it forward in that aspect and support our community in multiple ways than one.
Exactly. And if you could give some advice to possibly people at home who watch the show, who are maybe just moving into town
Yeah.
and looking to get a little more involved like you did,
Yeah.
what do you have to say to them?
Yeah, of course. Definitely be proactive. There's tons of opportunities. Actually, right now, the 5K for Pizza are looking for a day of volunteers to help distribute the pizzas or be a course marshal along the route. So if you're not, maybe in shape to do the 5K, you can always help out in different ways. So that's a good opportunity.
And look, Hoboken Happy Hour sponsors so many different events in town
Yes.
through Adam. And you and I joked before the filming started because this run has now grown into a Jersey Shore run, correct? I wonder if you want to talk about the Seaside Heights run a little.
Oh yeah, of course. So this is the first year actually that we're
Oh, wow.
expanding.
That's so cool.
From outside of the Hoboken race. Our second race will be on October 25th. It's another Saturday down in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. Excited to start growing the brand.
Exactly. And to maybe fist pump, which I did years ago down there, but different story for a different time.
Yeah.
Nicole, is there anything you want to add to, I think we pretty much covered it all,
we
but in
did.
case you want to add anything about possibly repeating where people can get tickets and the deadline date and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so you can definitely go to 5kforpizza.com. It'll direct you to either the Hoboken or the Seaside race, and you'll register through an online platform. And yeah, again, I would definitely, if you're interested in participating, get on registering sooner than later, so you are guaranteed to participate.
Absolutely phenomenal. Nicole Seredich,
Yes.
the race director for the 5K for Pizza Hoboken Run. Folks, September 20th, you heard her.
Yes.
Make sure you register before then. You have until 11:59 on September
19th.
Thank you. And now we have a visitor here, a bird. So anyway, we will thank you for your time.
Yes, thank
Good luck
you.
with the race.
Thank you.
And hopefully we see you on a future show talking about another event in Hoboken.
Yes, totally, for sure.
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we will be right back.
Are you in financial trouble because of medical debt? Does paying off medical bills force you and your family to live paycheck to paycheck? The good news is there's help. Check out endmeddebtnj.org for free resources to help you handle medical debt, request payment plans, and respond to debt collectors or lawsuits. Don't let medical debt ruin your life. Check out endmeddebtnj.org to get the help you need.
Peter Biancamano here, your hostess with the mostest of the Pulse with Peter B. Folks, don't forget to follow and like our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages. We're constantly updating those platforms with cool stories and awesome reels. Also, you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post all of our full shows, and you can also binge watch all of our previous episodes. And if you would like to contact us, feel free to reach out to our email address at thepulseofpeterb@gmail.com. We'll see you there. Welcome back to the Pulse of Peter B. Peter Biancamano still in the host chair and still here at the beautiful Maxwell Place Park in Hoboken, New Jersey. And folks, I got a little more excitement in my voice because we got like young on set here, you know, like real young and handsome. And I'm not just talking about myself here. I am talking about the gentleman to my right. He is the Hudson County Young Democrats president, my good friend Matt Hayden. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Peter. It's great to be here. I have a lot of legends on this show before, so I'm happy to be following in their footsteps, man.
None as legendary as you, sir.
Oh, come on.
None as legendary as you.
None as legendary as this view. Beautiful September day, man. Couldn't beat it. So great to be here with you, man.
Absolutely, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on. It's been a long time coming. You know, Matt, you've taken on this role fairly recently, I would say. You know, you want to give maybe the audience some of your background before we jump into your current role?
Sure. So I don't want to bore the audience too much. I want them to keep listening after this. But, you know, long short of it is I graduated college in 2015, and I had scrounged up enough money to move out of my parents' house a couple months later. And I just fell backwards into Hoboken. You know, I heard a lot about it. It was 2015. I had the luxury of having a $500 a month apartment back then, which I don't think
is unheard of now.
Unheard
right?
of now.
Yeah.
So I've been here for over a decade, which is wild for me to even say out loud. And I had a kind of a political background coming out of college. So when I came here, I really wanted to get engaged in the community and get involved. I've had the benefit of having a couple different hats here in Hoboken. Been on the planning board. I've been on the Hoboken Democratic Executive Board. I now serve as the third vice chair. I also serve as a commissioner for the Hudson County Improvement Authority. So I have had great experiences here, but I really just wanted to get involved, kind of give back to the community. And this found me here today.
And how long have you been president of the HCYD?
So it is new. It is about 6 months old.
6 months old. And the only reason why I asked that is because the phenomenal job you guys have done in the last 6 months.
Thank you.
I mean, it's an organization that kind of disappears off the map. You know, I'm a young Democrat. I think I'm still count as a young Democrat. I know I'm a Democrat. I don't know if I'm young. In town, and like sometimes you see multiple events a year and sometimes just radio silence.
That's right.
And you already had Mikey Sherrill here, who's hopefully going to be our next governor. Why did you decide to revitalize the Hudson County Young Democrats?
It is a great time to do it, Peter. I think after the 2024 election, a lot of conversations were had about engaging folks, engaging voters, especially young people, right? It is no secret that it is tough to get younger people out to vote. There are much lower levels of younger people voting in our elections, especially the non-presidential elections.
Right.
So I thought it was really, really important to get an organization that engages young voters, not just for presidential elections, but for local elections, the elections that really are mattering to them, the elections that matter when, you know, there's a pothole in front of their house or they're having trouble in town. Those are the elections that are going to matter with their local reps. So we want to just inform just residents all over Hudson County about the great work that our local reps are doing and make sure they're engaged with the issues, they're engaged in the process, and they have an outlet to go to when they do have an issue or if they do want to get involved.
No, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And just in 6 months, you mentioned some of the things that, you know, some of your goals. Are there any other goals that you might have as presidents?
Well, I really, really want to drive up voter registration ranks amongst young folks. You know, I had the answer to how to get young people involved in politics. I'd bottle it up, I'd sell it to every campaign across the country, and you and I would be on a yacht somewhere enjoying ourselves, right? It's not easy, is
Which
what
to
I'm
say
saying.
that still might not happen. You know, I mean, just saying. Anyway, yeah.
It's all to say it's not easy, right? And I'm not saying I have the kind of the magic bullet here, but a lot of great conversations have been had over the last few months about how we really can engage the community, how we can engage people that historically have not been involved in the process, right? And it's no surprise, and it's really no secret that, national politics has been super chaotic.
Right.
And I think a lot of people just have the opinion that everything that's happening on the national level is happening here at the local level. So they just tune it out. They write it off, they say all politicians are this or that, and we really want to flip that script. We want to change that narrative. We want to show them about all the amazing things that are happening here in Hoboken, Jersey City, across Hudson County. So that is one of our premier goals, is to engage people that have typically been unengaged. And it's not easy to do so, right? We really want to form a base where we're not just asking people to help us, not just asking people to knock doors. We want all that, but we want to earn people's trust first. We want to show them that we are value adds to the community, right? Folks have limited amount of time. People are busy, they have families, they have friends, they have obligations, folks are taken care of. There's a limited amount of time that people have free during the day. So we want to show them, use that time with us. We will bring value to your lives by meeting people you might like. Might meet a best friend at one of our events, or someone that you really get on with or have a lot in common with. You can network with folks that have similar minds as you. You can meet local politicians. You can meet potentially, hopefully, the future governor of New Jersey,
Absolutely.
Mikey Sherrill at Surf City.
Yeah.
So we're really trying to show people that we're a value add, and we want to bring people in, and then we want people to want to come to our events, not vice versa.
And Matt, you hit the nail on the head. The executive branch in this country is chaotic right now.
That's right.
And it's due, in most part, to our president, Donald J. Trump. I don't know who's L, but Donald J. Trump. And, I think that, as you know, there were so many young people who stayed home during that election.
Right.
And we have a super important election coming up in November.
That's right.
As we mentioned, Mikey Sherrill going against two-time loser Jack Ciattarelli.
That's right.
Which I'm hoping to, give him the hat trick in losses.
Yeah.
On the Republican side. Why is it so important that young people make a difference this November and come out and elect Democrats?
Well, I could answer this in 2 hours. I'll keep it down to 2 minutes, though, right?
I hope so,
It is super important we get Mikey elected in November. I won't speak about her opponent. I'll speak about her.
Of course.
She has an incredible resume. Her pedigree is incredible. Something I love about her and I really admire about her is that she's been serving people even when the cameras are off, even before her career in politics. Being a Navy pilot, she has been a service-driven leader her entire life.
Right.
And that is the kind of leadership that we need in Trenton right now, especially with Donald Trump in the White House.
Sure.
So her pedigree, the way she will govern, the way she has been a congresswoman, what she has gotten done. I looked at a statistic the other day. She was rated by a think tank as one of the most efficient congresspeople in Congress.
Amazing.
Getting things done, bipartisan bills passed. Those are the things that we should be looking for in these times.
Right.
So I really think her pedigree speaks for herself. And not only is she an incredible candidate, she's an incredible person.
Totally.
You spend 1 minute with her, you realize, how great of a person, how much this means to her, and how much
So
value.
motherly. Absolutely.
Exactly. And it really is so easy to root for her.
Absolutely.
And to the point about why young people should be coming out. I think sometimes there is this feeling, it's election day, you've had a long day at work, it might be raining, you get home, you say, I don't want to go out and vote. Other people are voting for Democrats, so I'm going to sit this one out. That is an issue. And we've seen that before when young people especially are sitting on the sidelines.
Right.
So we need everybody to act like their vote is the deciding vote in this election and the elections going forward. And we need young people to have that mentality going forward. And I think it's just so important. If young people spend 1 minute of their time with Mikey, they'll realize, well, want to be running to the polls on election day.
Totally. And I know the county's doing a phenomenal job as well.
They are.
Led by our fantastic county exec, Craig Guy.
Yes.
He had remarks at the Mikey Sherrill event as well as you.
Yes.
How important is it to have a teammate like Craig, in that role?
It's incredible. So Craig and Mariel Diaz have been really critical for us getting started, right? When we had the idea of starting the Hudson County Young Dems, they were in our corner in a second. Anything you need mentality. And it isn't just lip service. They've been with us the entire time. So just so much appreciation to Craig and to Marielka. As we come towards November, it's really all hands on deck, and they're really putting their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a few seconds left, Matt.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add? I know we kind of covered a lot,
Sure.
but again, this very, very important election is less than 2 months away.
That's
so
right.
anything you want to add, the floor is yours. Yeah.
Well, I really would hope that anyone watching this has any interest at all. If their friends have any interest, their family members, bug them, annoy them, bring them out to our events. Follow us on Instagram. Check out our website, Hudson County Young Dems. We post all of our programming, all of our events there, and we're going to continue to do so till November and beyond. So we have some great programming coming up. Come to one of our events. You'll see very quickly why. It's a great time. We always have an enjoyable time, and we're really excited to see you out there next time.
Amen. Matt Hayden, the president of the Hudson County Young Democrats. We've been waiting for this, and we're so glad that he came on this show. It's always a pleasure, and I hope to see you on a future show.
Yes, sir.
And good luck, and congratulations on all your accomplishments.
Thank you so
far.
much,
I really
Peter.
appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it. All right, folks, join us next week for The Pulse on everything you need to know. I'm Peter Biancamano. I hope you have a great week, everybody.
Are you in financial trouble because of medical debt? Does paying off medical bills force you and your family to live paycheck to paycheck? The good news is there's help. Check out endmeddebtnj.org for free resources to help you handle medical debt, request payment plans, and respond to debt collectors or lawsuits. Don't let medical debt ruin your life. Check out endmeddebtnj.org to get the help you need.